season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Holliday and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Oregon State Beavers offense will go on the attack first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing his defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, the defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple of years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape. Fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Under fire. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Two holding calls back to back.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Power football with the run. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, they understand that. They've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship.
Great, Derek. I got a hold in 3 fucking plays in a row.
A lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Clemson's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Bring in the heat. Spinderella. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle?
Man, get the fuck out of here.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
The Beavers will punt this one away. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw them right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up the 1st down. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Clemson jumps to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Catch in the middle. It's Allen. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, Nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
They'll try the left side. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why.
No, it's not. I have 5 penalties in the last 8 plays.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know if anybody saw this happen. He's 0 for 6 to start the game throwing. He's just not seeing the field real well. The defense has done a great job in the back end and with their pass offense.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession.
That is not what I called.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the It's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Second down, he'll throw it. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can...
One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. The Beavers will put it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Clemson Tigers offense will get the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. So now it's second and long. Gonna run it. It's Allen. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Clemson will send the punt team out. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Beavers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. If you plan to deal with the Tigers, you better be able to handle their defensive front. They have a whole legacy of this dating back to the fridge, William Perry.
Big old legacy, and it seems like every year they rotate so many guys that are so highly recruited, so good. Just great players. They're always big and strong and fast and physical, and they get after your quarterback.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking in here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Done enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Beavers are on the move. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after. They've got multiple guys.
Time to take a shot. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
In the backfield, it's Allen. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Allen. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clemson is quick to the line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field like it threw it right in.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Got his man quickly. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Just keep slinging it. Caught. Touchdown, Oregon State. Ball that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Makes the quick grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Got him downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that is another 1st down for the offense.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Clemson! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers broke all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisiana. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Great place to start for this offense.
Eyes.
If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
He's got him this time. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move to pick up yardage. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to pound it in. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Motion from the back. Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on first and 10 from the 29. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turning it on. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Beavers will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Beavers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll put it in play from the 40 on first and 10. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
They'll run it from the gun. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
Fighting off the defender.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he He's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Looking left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Beavers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the ground, he's got it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Beaver!
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Here comes Clemson with another first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Right down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today. This one from 34 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Beavers have moved it inside the 20. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And that makes you feel so good as an offense. When you can score late in the 1st half in a 2-minute type situation, the extra point's going to give you the lead. Makes you feel so much better heading into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Complete in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's open on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And they spike it to stop the clock.
QB starts the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This will likely be the last play of the half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into that.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and rely.
There he goes! Out to the 35-yard line, and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run.
He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Beavers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Clemson jumps to the line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Caught in the backfield, it's Allen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll go to the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. Gets away from one, finds some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Spins away from the defender. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead with the 6. The old saying is pick your poison. Both of them are lethal when you deal with this guy. He fits that Clemson quarterback mold. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. 1st and 10 for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that left side now. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Quickly complete. It's a running room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they
gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Well, the offense just trying to be physical down here at the 1-yard line, trying to run the football into the end zone, but they just got beat up front. Now setting up fourth.
Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers are back up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll go to the counter. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Creates a little room. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Here's a heat. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And an empty backfield here on second and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Beavers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third. Keeps looking downfield. Past the 45. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops the throw. Going to try to get it himself. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the NFL.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And here in the fourth quarter, this game is tied.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the fourth quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, man.
and try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Clemson! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch.
Turning it on! And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And it's another 1st and 10 play. From the gun, the running back has it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man downfield. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. This one was a lot like a tennis